Hello po ulit for the 10th time. Hindi na po ako mag-joke sa mga lalabas. Alam niyo na po yun. So let's talk about love. Everyone experiences it a little differently. There's going to be one path, this can be another, and this can be another. Pero no matter how much we try to make it similar to others, it will never be the same. For example, in my case, I experienced love a little differently kasi I've never been officially in a relationship. What I have experienced though is to ghost people not once, not twice, but a total of 3 times. Before college pa yan, by the way. But before we delve deeper into that messy, more chaotic side of my life, let's start first with the early stages of life, wherein life was pretty much just a straight path for me. Growing up, I was basically taught that love follows a predetermined path. Parang usually we find fairy tales na. It's a boy meets a girl, they fall in love, they get married, and then move happily ever after. Pero that's not always the case. In my case, with those fairy tales in mind and lahat ng heteronormative media na I was exposed to sa mga commercials or sa mga teleserye, naging malandi po ako as a bata. If you didn't know, well, of course you didn't know, it's my life. Pero during my grade 4, 5, 6, basically, block section lang kami. Block section meaning na pare-pareho lang yung classmates, right? And throughout those, may mga naka-MU ako the same people for different years. Ganun po kalala. Pero eventually I got older. I'm older. Pero ano to? I was like, akala ko straight lang yung parang the idea of love. Pero as I got older, parang hindi ko naman siya masyadong pinansin kasi it's just a slight gap. Biglang bumaba, biglang bumaliko. Tapos sabi ko, ano ba to? Live reaction for me. And then doon ko na-realize na baka maybe the path to love was never actually a straight line after all. My very first gay awakening was in junior high. I don't know how many people will relate to this, pero my first gay awakening was in a boys' comfort room when boys did not care so much about being half naked in front of other boys. I cared a lot. Tapos as I got older, as the years went by, I thought to myself, okay, so maybe I'm not so straight after all. I tried to, for years on end, I tried to make myself believe that it's okay. It doesn't have to always be as what I expected. Pero biglang lumala. Kasi, girl, wait lang. Tapos, habang tumatagal pa, ganyan na siya. Hell? Tapos, this is where the ghosting part comes on. Kasi, syempre, in denial phase, naisip ko, surely I can just go back to being straight, right? It doesn't work like that. Even how many times I try to make things straight, it always curves back. And eventually, it ends kasi I eventually ended up ghosting them. Kasi I was very much a confused child. So, sabi ko, okay, so if that way didn't work, I'll try another angle. I'll try to be straight in a different kind of way. Pero, it still doesn't work as planned. Tapos, after naman nung junior high ko, which is where I ghosted 2 people, 2 wonderful ladies, by the way. Ang ganda nila. Hindi ko papakita yung AFB kasi privacy reasons. Pero, nung senior high na, sabi ko, okay, maybe i-accept natin ng slide na hindi ako straight. So, ayun, I met a cute guy. Sa Twitter, It's one of those art communities, yes. Tapos sabi ko, okay, maybe if I tried being, like, committing to the bit, na parang I'm doubling down on being gay. Pero, it still didn't end well. And I ended up ghosting him too. And that's just before I went to UP. And because of those, parang I realized, if this really was the love I've been chasing for, then was it really worth the chase? I ended up hurting a lot of people. And I don't know if I like that. So I realized to myself now, is this just me? Or is there others? So I realized that things actually do branch out. Hindi lang ako yung nagsastruggle with queer identity and the coming out age. I'm not the only one struggling. In the global landscape, 63 countries still actually criminalize homosexuality. In some of those countries, biggest punishment is actually the death penalty, which is insane to me, by the way. Pero in countries like this, syempre, there's more pressing matters if you try to actually come out. So what happens is that queer individuals become basically more prone to identity struggles. They have no one to confide to. They can't come out like in actuality because it has real life consequences. And we as Filipinos are not exempt from the confusion and disorientation that originates from questioning our own sexual identities. Queers in the house, can you attest?
Yes.
Thank you. Parang, aside from the audience, I also have a friend, actually. Yung best friend ko, na naka-MU ko no grade 5. Tapos we realized that we're better off without each other. Yung mga time na yun, tumatawag pa kami sa landline. Tapos katawag siya, tapos yung mom ko, uy, si ano, sabi ko, ay, on the way po. But no, it didn't work that way. And now, recently na-realize niya na parang aromantic asexual siya. And that's great. Kasi tapos, every time na nag-meet up kami, like a few months later, sinasabi niya sa akin, uy, may nakalandian akong foreigner, 3 na sila. Sabi ko, huh? Girl, akala ko ba ay romantic asexual ka? Bakit ka nakipaglandian? Wala lang, trip ko lang. So, I guess it's not just me, na parang, it's weird. Like, queer love is very, very weird. Pero yun nga, if it really is parang a normal thing to experience, then why does it still happen? Why does it still perpetuate? For me, I think queers experience what we call identity construction twice. So identity construction happens first when, as you were born, kasi it's how you grew up, parang it's a straight path, and stuff like that. Pero once you actually realize that you have homosexual feelings, or feelings for the same sex, you experience it again. And that's the hard part. Kasi at least for the first part of your life, you have so many years, pero in this next instance, you just have to accept it as it is. The Cass theory of homosexual identity has 6 stages. And the early stages of identity formation, the sudden realization of attraction to the same gender can create incongruence and induce feelings of alienation. It's basically, parang in speech therapy, we've already discussed about cognitive dissonance. It's the same thing that happens here. And sometimes, even if an individual becomes aware of their interest in the same sex, parang they still try to avoid acknowledging it, as well as acting upon it, which leads to the non-integration of their identity. This is me. Varying degrees of both denial and acceptance can also arise. So, how I experienced back and forth, straight path, and then I go back to being gay. I was gay in the first place, I guess. Pero it leads to actually psychological distress, conflicts, and eventually confusion that ultimately affects yung mga relationships nila. And the manifestation of this, in my case, is ghosting. Another reason why this still occurs is because of unwelcoming environments and stigma not coinciding properly with internalized acceptance. According to Jaspal, safe assimilation with identity should provide feelings of positivity and development. Dapat, if you want your identity to be able to form correctly, dapat you should feel na parang, oh, I can accept who I am. I'm happy. I feel development for my identity. Pero, that's very hard to perpetuate when the fear of coming out and receiving negative reactions is still very likely. especially here in the Philippines. And unlike straight individuals whose relationships are socially accepted, yes. Unlike straight individuals whose relationships are socially accepted rather than stigmatized, queer people have to navigate through a complex series of decisions and developmental processes that are non-linear in nature. So, bakit ko sinasabi to? Ano ngayon? Sinasabi ko bang ghosting is okay kasi may pinagdaanan ako? Girl, syempre hindi. Ang kapal naman mukha ko, sabi ko, sorry, ghost kita kasi I was confused. Ghosting was actually a mistake that I take full accountability for. Kasi I've heard some genuinely good, wonderful people, and that's something that'll stick with me, and that I'll regret for the rest of my life. It's been so long since I've ghosted people. I don't plan on doing it again. I swear, I promise, cross my heart. Pero, I realized then that parang, with time, it actually gets better. You have patience and understanding. You still acknowledge your mistakes, pero you know that you've made that mistake and you don't plan on doing it again. Kahit na ginawa ko siya 3 times. And the few years I've spent in UP have allowed me to fully reconcile who I used to be and who I am now. Update sa love life, I've learned to love again, and the path I thought I've cut off started moving forward again. And you may ask, kamusta love life mo? Last year lang, tapos na-reject. Alam mo yung bakit ba? Ang big na rejection. Ang sabi niya, sorry, hindi pa ako ready right now. So, meaning ba kapag ready ka na, pwede mo ko tanggapin? Umasa pa rin. Maybe, hindi. Hindi ako aamal. Yes. Love continues to elude me, pero okay lang. Kasi I think to myself, baka na-ignore siya sa daan. After all, the path to love, especially my kind of love, is never a straight line. And you may ask, so if the path to love is not straight, what is it? My answer, hindi ko alam. You can be entangled like this one, you can be a trouble, a poly, or platonic friends. That's also love. And after, I've fallen face first and made so many mistakes, pero I'm still here. So for others who have experienced the same things that I do, who have experienced the same cognitive dissonance, same mistakes, may nag-ghost naman dito. But yeah, I'm still here, and you're still here. So I think we have a chance to change those and become better